Dear colleagues, today my topics will be short due to Sunday and the start the new week. So the last week was the biggest with the story. Had the biggest largest stories. At first, the summit European Union and Ukraine in Kiev, and the balance stories, which was which have been fell down in the Atlantic Ocean. The first part of my topic will be the comment how the create a special fund for the European Union in the size of the 4.2 billion US dollars shows how the European Union who never have the help the size of the biggest those big sum help. So therefore the de facto Ukraine is appearance available not available appearance at the territory of the European Union. And today, not amazing how the specialist totally this is a plan support Washington. And totally not amazing how the European Union and Pentagon started logistic for the removing heavy weapon into the Ukraine territory. Jesus. And they create a special fund for the support of Ukraine efforts with the struggle against Donetsk operation Z forces. Explained how the GDP of the Ukraine was by the data of the 2021 about 200 billion US dollars and fell down by the last information on the one third. At this time in 2021, the Greece was a GDP 200 billion as well as, but Belarus was GDP about 66 billion US dollars. So by the result of the 2022 last year, Ukraine GDP fell down 30%. 30% plus with maybe statistical maybe statistical remarks. And so the Ukraine GDP right now 140 billion US dollars, and totally the mostly the microeconomic data of it used into the aggression fight. So and certainly the recovery of Ukraine economy have a big task but in the quantity of money haven't biggest problem. According to the data of the economical minister of the Ukraine, Russian billionaires had a property in the West, Europe and the United States of America. The sum more than 400 billion US dollars, maybe with including the reserve of the Russian central banks and the money and assets of the largest Russian monopolies, similar as Rosneft and others. And suddenly, and only according to the European Commission's data, only Reserve Russian State Bank in the Europe consists 319 billion euro. So the in comparison to the Ukraine GDP last year, this is assume more benefits than the Ukraine GDP in 2 times, and certainly the task to the at first due to the Ukraine have sufficient institutionality established and the state regulation and especially the last acts against the corruption. So the first two tasks to the up higher the welfare due to the refugees and the compensation of refugees even expeditious and the recovery of economy and with the transformation of the refuse of the fossil fuel is very is not suddenly and maybe decided during the 5 years, certainly without the military actions. So I have in mind that without rocket shootings and refugees streams, etc. The Ukraine losses. Ukraine losses and certainly the last above. I told about the first step, the passing property Russian billionaires began United States when the Merrick Garland arrived in the Kiev and to give and passed to the his colleagues of Ukraine, Andrei Kostin. The first attempt of the passed the property Russian billionaires, in particular Malafeev, Игорь Malafeев and assumed the 5.4 million US dollars. Jesus the first part of my topic very interesting news how the Republicans governor of New Hampshire Chris Sununu had a message about how he think to the advanced own candidates to candidate to the campaign in 2024. These men have have a father of the Johnson, who was in 90 years the governor of New Hampshire, and was in the work employees in the staff of the George Bush Senior. And so this is a very interesting how the Republicans leaders, Nikki Haley, Mike Pompeo, Ron DeSantis, and others describe the situation, especially with the last story, so the international international. Suddenly, the Republicans, the foreign policy will be more hard policy with China's relationship that shows the previously Republicans rule in 2016 to 2016 2020. Jesus. And the last topic of today, Jesus, I think today on the last the to supply a weapon into the Ukraine and West help. Oh Jesus! Yes, very interesting news how the Naftali Bennett told follow the Boris Johnson how he, but if you remember, Boris Johnson told about threat of out of Vladimir Putin before the 24th of February last year. Naftali Bennett, the 5th of the March, so in 7 or 8 days, arrived into the Moscow and have a meeting with the Vladimir Putin, Russian president, and he wanted to get evidences out of Vladimir Putin, Russian leaderships, about the guarantee of the security and I think personal freedom of the Vladimir Putin. And so he twice asked Vladimir Putin about a life of the Vladimir Zelensky. And so the answer of the Russian president allows to the former Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett about the guarantee of the um, Vladimir Putin security and the life of the Vladimir Zelensky. And totally, when it was interesting the detail how the in the way into the airport after paying by WhatsApp have a connection with Vladimir Zelensky and past talks with Vladimir Putin. And the state media in the last uh, and then and then Vladimir Zelensky had a big forces confident for the fight with the Russian aggression due to the Russian descent was in Makarov, Bucha, Vasilkov, support of Kiev. So thank you. Bye.